What's up, fuckers, and welcome back to another rebuild today here on the channel. And yes, the intro is back. I am allowed to do the intro once again. Google just put something out saying you're allowed to curse now within the first 30 seconds of your video. So the intro's back. I know a lot of you guys are trying to send me links and articles about all these new things that I'm allowed to do today here on the channel. The old intro is back, boys. So what we got for you here today is going to be a 3-year regular Denver Nuggets rebuild. Obviously, they just signed Michael Porter Jr. to an absolutely huge $200 million contract extension. Today, we're going to be using him in today's video, along with Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic. Super nice young big three. I think the potential's off the charts today. And finally, real quick, before we do get into these videos, as always, if you guys are new around here enjoying the content that you have been seeing, feel free to subscribe to the channel, join the community. And lastly, I am looking for video ideas still. I know a lot of you guys are saying you want specific historical rebuilds, you want player prospect rebuilds. I'm down to get into all of it. I just got to know what you guys want. Whether you comment it, DM me on Twitter, whatever works for you guys, let me know. Let's get into this one. Quickly going over this Denver Nuggets team. Obviously, we are led by the best center in the NBA in Nikola Jokic, last season's MVP. That was 100% clear cut in my opinion. I think Embiid had a case for a little while. Ultimately, though, between injuries and just how well Jokic was playing, clear-cut MVP in my opinion. Obviously, he got it. Very well deserved. So he, 100%, without a doubt, is the only untouchable on this team. Am I going to want to trade Murray or Porter Jr.? Probably not, but those options are on the table if we do have to do that. Another thing about this is Michael Porter Jr.'s contract is not yet updated because 2K really doesn't care about my NBA, anything like that. So he is a free agent this offseason. I'm going to give him a max extension just as much as 2K allows me to. And then obviously we'll kind of work into that realistic aspect of him actually having that amount of money. So quick roster overview. I love Jamal Murray. He's one of my favorite young players in the entire league. Unfortunately, the thing with him that I've actually seen, because I've actually gotten him a few times so far into 2K22, I've actually seen him regress, which is really weird because he's 24 years old. And it's not like I'm, moving him around, not playing him, anything like that. I'm going to leave him at point guard. I don't think he should regress at all. I'm hoping that's the case. He's a young star point guard. There's really no reason for that. We also have Marcus. We also have Monte Morris. A little bit of a stroke right there. A lot of M's definitely being tossed out there. Played actually really well with Jamal Murray's injury last year in the playoffs, especially. I thought he was looking really, really good at some points. Very serviceable and good enough backup point guard. Then we got my boy Facundo Campazzo down here as well, who probably really won't play too much for us today. The shooting guard spot's probably the weakest position on this team. This is definitely something we're going to have to work on this offseason and probably looking to maybe upgrade it. Will Barton did end up re-signing with his team last year in the offseason. I guess technically it was this past offseason, but we're going to keep him at least for now as our starting shooting guard. They also did draft Sean Highland at the, 26th? Yeah, the 26th overall pick in the 2021 NBA draft. He's 21 years old out of VCU. I think the potential is there. Unfortunately, compared to other years of 2K, players don't really progress as much, which I do kind of like, and I also kind of don't like. Like, I don't want everybody to be an 85 overall by the end of the video, but like, if Sean Highland ends up getting minutes for me and he's still like a 73 by the end of the video, that's where it gets a little bit annoying. But again, we're not going to sit here and complain about 2K. And then we do have Austin Rivers as well, who, he's a Band-Aid on a bullet hole. It's not really going to be a long tenure for Austin Rivers here. Michael Porter Jr., the man that everybody's talking about, just got a $200 million contract. We're probably going to be keeping him for the majority of the video. I love using him, especially in 2K. I don't play with injuries on. There's obviously some injury concerns in real life about that contract, whether you thought or not he was worth that $200 million deal. Some people still, a little bit, it's not decided on that one yet. But I think if he lives up to his potential, he can stay healthy. I think he's going to be very much well worth it, especially as NBA contracts continue getting higher and higher. We got PJ Dozier as well here at that backup 3 spot. The Denver Nuggets also did re-sign Aaron Gordon, so he's locked up for the entirety of this video if we do want him here. I still think he is a little bit undervalued. I don't know if he's necessarily worth, $20 million a year. I think he's more in the campaign of 15 to 17, but today's NBA, everything really goes. I mean, look at some of the contracts some of these guys are getting. I can live with paying Aaron Gordon, was it like $20 million a year, I guess, technically, it caps, or it starts at $20 million in 2023. So I can live with his current contract. Is he, going to be here the entire video? I'm not 100% on that one. We also do have JaMychal Green, Jeff Green, and Vlad Okankar as well. A couple guys that are going to be serviceable enough backups, but again, I'm not 100% sold on Aaron Gordon yet. And then finally, the easiest one throughout the entirety of this video, Nikola Jokic, best center in the NBA, 100% going to be here the entire time. We have Zeke Naji, who was their first round pick in 2020, 22nd overall pick, Bowl. Year before, just a second round pick. Neither of these guys are probably really going to getting crazy minutes at all. I don't really see myself doing that. I just think, Nikola Jokic is good enough to be kind of probably the one and only center on this team that's actually going to be getting reasonable minutes. So, that being said, I could maybe see myself making a trade or two. If not, I'll see you guys the rotation. Our first trade here is going to be coming with the Detroit Pistons. Facundo Campazzo and PJ Dozier are going to head over there for Hamidou Diallo. We also get Isaiah Levers. I'm doing this deal for basically one reason. I don't think PJ Dozier at a 72 overall is going to be a good enough backup for Michael Porter Jr., who's, again, still relatively young. We're going to pick up Hamidou Diallo here on a team contract next year as well. Honestly, the fact that I don't even have to give up a second-round pick for him is pretty impressive. And then Facundo really just wasn't going to play. We don't need 3-point guards. We have Monte Morris, who, again, very, very good backup point guard. I think that's the one trade we are going to make, though. I'll see you guys with this rotation. Year number 1, we have finalized what our starting rotation is going to look like. Jamal Murray, Will Barton, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, Nikola Jokic. The starting 5 is pretty obvious. I don't really think anybody thought it was going to look like anything else here for that first season. Our bench unit is going to look like this. Monte Morris, obviously going to be a pretty good 6-man for us. I wish there was a way for me to get him into the starting 5. Unfortunately, it's just really not realistic at this point in time. He's 6'2". I don't think he's going to be tall enough to be that shooting guard spot. I do like him a lot. I just don't really see a way of me getting him into that starting lineup today. His contract is looking actually really good. I can have him for the entirety of the video at under $10 million per year. It's actually a really big steal. I just don't know what I want to do with him yet, because obviously Jamal Murray's not going anywhere, at least in my mind yet. Hamidou Diallo is a great pickup for us. He's going to be my 7th man right off the bench, going to be backing up MPJ, getting a decent amount of minutes at 18 off the bench. I'm pretty comfortable with that. After that, we do have JaMychal Green. It's either him or Jeff Green playing. I'm just going to roll with JaMychal. Austin Rivers. Then I am giving 10 minutes to Zeke Naji here for the first year. I know I said that, Nikola Jokic could obviously be the only center in this rotation. I'll give Zeke Naji some minutes here. Eventually, I might look to cut that out just because I like 9-man rotations, so we will see how that ends up working out. But for year number 1, this is how it's going to look. This team's obviously should be a top 4, 5, 6, maybe seed in the Western Conference, but definitely should be in the playoff hunt. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 1. And what a good first season it was for us here in Denver. Nikola Jokic back-to-back in the MVP department, averages a triple-double, and does get his second career 1 done there. We're also a 1 seed here in the Western Conference. I thought this team would maybe be around a 4 or 5 seed. Number 1, I'm 100% taking that. We have championship hopes right now. Cade Cunningham, your Rookie of the Year, is in Detroit. Andre Drummond always wins it first year. Giannis Defensive Player of the Year. Isaiah Roby, Most Improved. Don't think I've seen that yet. Mike Malone, Coach of the Year. We do go 57 and 25, as you can see right there. We will look at the rest of the standings, though. I know a lot of you guys do like seeing that. We were 7 games up in the LA Clippers. Wow, the 3rd best team in the West. 1 was the Memphis Grizzlies. 3-1, 49 games. Interesting. The Lakers and Suns. I mean, look at these teams that are in the plans. I mean, first of all, I don't even know what's more unrealistic. The fact that like a healthy Lakers, because I don't play with injuries on, would be in a play-in seed and like not like a top 4 seed. I think they definitely should be that. Or the fact that the Sacramento Kings somehow were a top 10 seed. That one I'm not so sure about. The Warriors aren't even like, what? Some weird things happening today. Celtics, for some reason this year, are really good in 2K. I'm hoping that's the case in real life, but I just don't know about that one. Jokic led us in scoring, and then it was Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, Hamidou Diallo looking like a really solid pickup still. Will Barton, JaMychal Green, Monte Morris, Austin Rivers, Zeke Naji. We take a look at the rebound department. It was obviously Nikola Jokic. Oh, that's defensive rebound. Same thing. And assists, Nikola Jokic as well. He's a very key part of this team. So we're going to find out right now who we are facing in the first round. We got the play-in matchups right now, and of course, it is the LA Lakers. Not the team I necessarily wanted to be playing. Did they trade back for Caruso? I guess they did, because he's in Chicago right now in real life. Who'd you give up? Not Malik Monk. Like, deadass, who'd they give up? Like, I'm just curious. Like, I want to go to the Bulls. Like, just make sure that wasn't like a little roster glitch. So they just re-put him back on there. Oh, they gave up Taylor Horton-Tucker. Okay. Interesting moves. We're going to go ahead and lose game 1 here. This really shouldn't be an 8 seed anyways, but again, that's 2K for you. But we're 2-2 with them right now. It's probably one of the harder first-round matchups we've actually had. And are we going to lose? Well, we lose in the first round because 2K put the Lakers in the play-in. The Philadelphia 76ers go on to win the finals, and Joel Embiid is your finals MVP. Also, what I'm waiting for and super excited to do in a rebuild fashion is waiting for Ben Simmons to get traded. At this point, we're just kind of delaying the inevitable. He legitimately said he's not going to report to training camp and he can go to media day. It's just Ben Simmons' saga in Philadelphia is over. I'm pretty sure a lot of Philadelphia 76ers fans probably pretty happy about that one, but I feel like, again, we're just delaying the inevitable at this point. So, get it done. Get it done, Philadelphia. All right, we're heading up to league meetings right now. All these are rejected. We'll do the draft lottery. We definitely don't have any picks in it or anything like that, but we'll see who has the top 3 picks. It's the Timberwolves, the Rockets, and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Not crazy, unrealistic. I'm going to go ahead and do some coaching signings, and I'll see you guys whatever move is next. So I've simmed all the way up to the 2022 NBA Draft. We do have the 29th overall pick. We are 1 seed in the West. We have the 2nd best record in the league. That's how you put that one together. So, 29th overall pick. We're probably not going to get somebody crazy talented there. Probably not somebody who's going to be in the rotation. If we take a look at what this kind of roster looks like right now, at least what's tradable, we do have some pieces here that I wouldn't necessarily mind moving to potentially maybe move up in this draft. I mean, there's not a specific player I have in mind. I don't think I'm going to go like top 5, something like that. But maybe if we can move up into, the 12, 15 range, something like that, maybe get a guy that can hop in the rotation. So, that being said, I can definitely see myself maybe including Will Barton, some deal like that. he is making a decent amount of money at the end of the day, but, I mean, it's not enough money to clear up where we're really going to have to go ahead and have money to sign somebody in free agency. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that much because we do have, 3 very large contracts when we do include Michael Porter Jr.'s here, plus Aaron Gordon's $20 million. So I'll see you guys with some sort of deal. I'm going to go ahead and try to get Jeremy Grant here from the Detroit Pistons. Now, you might be saying, why would you want to do that? It really is not a crazy, crazy upgrade. Well, here in 2K, it actually is. If we take a look at some numbers, we have 13 points, almost 6 boards, 4 assists versus 21.5 points, 4 boards, 3 assists. So I know it's not all scoring. At the end of the day, though, 2K enjoys higher overalls. I think Jeremy Grant's definitely a better player. That being said, I do understand the situations are also different. Jeremy Grant's probably a number 1 or 2 option. Aaron Gordon's probably a 3rd, maybe probably 4th option actually in this starting lineup. So I get that it's different, but I still would like to get the better player here. We do not, unfortunately, have a lot of picks. That's kind of one bad thing here. I don't really have any players here that I want to include as well besides maybe Isaiah Levers. They still don't want to do that. How about one more second? Can we do that? And wow, they do agree to that. So we really don't even have to give up a valuable first-round pick. Not that we really have any valuable first-round picks, but definitely an upgrade at that power forward spot. Jeremy Grant's now going to be back in Denver. I just realized I forgot he was back. He was in Denver back in 2019, 2020. Welcome back to Denver, Jeremy Grant. He's going to be our starting power forward moving forward. So team player options here. JaMychal Green accepts his player option. We're bringing back Diallo. Obviously, Jeff Green accepts his player option. We'll bring back Nikola as well. Some of these guys are probably going to get me some first-round picks. Marcus Howard, no thank you. Bol Bol, I'll give him a $2 million qualifying. And then I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to do the qualifying glitch with Michael Porter Jr. I will max him out because that's how his contract does look in real life. And again, we'll cross the road when we do get there. So other free agents that we do have on the table besides Michael Porter Jr., really nobody huge. If we lose Bol, it's really not the end of the world. If we lose Vlado Count-Car, I can probably live. But again, we have a $5.5 million mid-level exception. We really don't have any money to play with anyway. So that being said, I am definitely looking to upgrade that shooting guard spot. So we'll either see you guys with a smaller deal for a first-round pick or a major shooting guard trade. Whoa, okay, did not think that was going to go through. I actually just realized that the 2 picks we have are both protection backups, so I actually can't trade them. But I just dumped a lot of players and was able to get CJ McCollum. I'll show you guys the final deal. I just didn't think there was any chance it was going to go through. It was Will Barton, JaMychal Green, Jeff Green, Deshaun Highland, and Zeke Nnaji all over to Portland, and we got CJ McCollum back. We didn't even give up a single pick. And look, CJ McCollum is not exactly one of the best. He's very good. He's not one of the best shooting guards in the entire league, but he's a very serviceable enough player that he's going to start for me probably for the remainder of the video. He's 30 years old, so it doesn't exactly match our young timeline, but after losing in the first round as a 1 seed, we kind of got to make the moves that we do have to. So look at his stats from last year, 21 points. 3 boards, 4.5 assists. He's still very, very good. So our starting lineup is basically figured out right now. That being said, we still do have to re-sign Michael Porter Jr. And honestly, at this point, okay, let's see his offers right now. He doesn't have any real offers. I'd probably maybe like to get Bol back as well. He wants around $7 million per year. I can wait on that one. So I'll just wait till after moratorium is over, and then we can let Austin Rivers go. We can let Marcus Howard go. And I'm going to make sure to get Michael Porter Jr. back, and then I'll sign. Whoop, he's going to go to the Magic. All right. He accepts another contract. If I gave him an offer right there, what was going to happen was he's going to get his qualifying. I'm just going to go ahead, give him that deal. End of the day, it's not a huge, crazy difference. So Michael Porter Jr., welcome back to the team. He's obviously going to be our starting small forward, which means our starting 5 is figured out. And we do have Hamidou Diallo's backup here. So what I need to do right now is get a backup power forward and a backup shooting guard. Who that's going to be, I'm still a little bit iffy on. I mean, power forward spot, Maxi Kleber is an option. Shooting guard spot, Kent Bazemore is an option. I mean, these aren't really great, hypothetical options here for us. But what I maybe could do is maybe go ahead and sign a higher overall like a David Nwaba or even a Hassan Whiteside and go out and maybe try to get me a little bit of a trade done, if you will. So other than that, highest overall here is going to be Juan Toscano or Corey Joseph. I'll do Corey Joseph and then probably look for some trades, whether they're small or big, but we do need to figure out a shooting guard, or a backup shooting guard, excuse me. We do need to figure out a backup power forward. So Hassan Whiteside will be my first guy. We're going to go 9-man rotation. Nikola Jokic will have a backup. I don't know why I thought that said Giannis for a second. I was like, what the hell? So we need a shooting guard and we need a power forward. Cam Reddish would be awesome. Of course, the positions I always look for, I really never get offered. I did just see RJ Hampton right there, who's definitely an option. Jayshawn Tate, not exactly what we're looking for. Could go Jaden McDaniels, another really good option. Ooh, Jordan Poole. I'm a huge Jordan Poole fan. Yeah, 11 points last year. That's 100% getting done. Jordan Poole, welcome to this team. And now we do need to figure out some sort of power forward for Corey Joseph. We, again, both protection backups, and we have one offer. Seriously? We have one offer? All right, I guess I got to sign somebody else. Honestly, I'll sign Juan Toscano. I'll get a first-round pick for Corey Joseph. I will see you guys at the start of next season. Start of year number 2 here in Denver for us. Last year, we finished up the regular season as a 1 seed. Unfortunately, did lose in the first round to the 8-seeded Lakers, if you kind of catch my drift. But This is how the squad's going to be looking. Jamal Murray still at that shooting guard spot. 100% do want to keep him in. A really good year for us last year. New addition at the shooting guard position with CJ McCollum. Not a guy I've gotten in 2K22. 83 overall. It's fine. I can 100% live with that. Michael Porter Jr. is progressing very well for us. Jeremy Grant, I find it kind of funny. I'm pretty sure this picture is from 2K20 or maybe 19, but whatever it is, it's an older picture. They still have him in a Denver Nuggets uniform, so it's not like an auto-generated, like, I don't know, like in-game character picture, if you kind of get what I'm saying. I just thought that was kind of funny. And then the reigning back-to-back MVP here in Nikola Jokic, who I'm pretty sure went down a couple overalls. I'm not sure about that one. Our bench unit, Monte Morris, will remain our 6th man. We still do have Hamidou Diallo as our 7th man, 22 and 20 minutes respectively. Huge addition in Jordan Poole off the bench. I like that one a lot. And then we did sign Juan Toscano to be our backup power forward. He's there. We also had Bol Bol accept his qualifying, and we also had Vlado Konkar accept his qualifying. So, you know, if we need these two, they're here. We do have a backup center technically now on the roster. So, Bol Bol probably not really going to be playing, but he's here if we do need him. It's a very weird picture of him. They have literally half his face. But 1 seed last year. I'd like to do it again with a little bit of a different result in the playoffs. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. Alrighty, so Jokic has a 3-peat in the MVP department. He's once again averaged a triple-double here for us. We did drop to a 3 seed this year. I think the team got better. We got worse somehow. I'm not really sure the math behind that one, but Jokic wins another MVP. His 3rd. Very, very good player. Chet Holmgren, Rookie of the Year, made his way to Minnesota. Tyrese Maxey, 6th man. Giannis also wins another Defensive Player of the Year. Tyrese Maxey, Most Improved. Willie Green, Coach of the Year, 55 and 27. So we'll check out the standings real quick, see how everybody around the league did. We finished with a record of 50 and 32. Worse than last year. It's still not terrible. I'm hoping for a little bit of a better playoff run this year than we did finish with last year. We'll take a look at some numbers real quick as well. See the scoring department. It was Nikola Jokic, Jeremy Grant. Definitely an upgrade over Aaron Gordon. I don't really think there's much debate about that one. Michael Porter Jr., Jamal Murray, CJ McCollum. So our entire starting lineup averaged over 15 points a game. Very, very impressive, if I do say so myself. We now look at the rebound department. Obviously, Nikola Jokic assist was obviously him as well. So, first round matchup here, we got the Dallas Mavericks. We'll simulate the play-in real quick to see what the rest of the matchups look like. We got Luka Doncic, probably the 2 best 100% actually, not probably. The 2 best European players in the NBA are going against each other right now. Luka, Gary Harris, Tim Hardaway Jr., Robert Covington, Kristaps Porzingis, and yes, by the 2 best, I meant Luka and I meant Nikola Jokic. I hope you were all able to put that one together. All right, we win game 1, we win game 2 on our home floor. We go up 3-0 there in Dallas. We sweep them out of their own building. We're moving on. We got Memphis here as a 2 seed. Ja Morant, Evan Fournier, Dillon Brooks, Jaren Jackson Jr., Xavier Tillman. I don't think they're better than us, if I'm being honest with you here. I really don't. We're 1-1 with them right now. We do go up 2-1. We go up 3-1. And wow, we gentlemen sweep them after they won the first game. And here comes Minnesota. Rookie of the Year, Chet Holmgren, and the rest of the Minnesota Timberwolves. D'Lo, Anthony Edwards, Malik Beasley, Chet Holmgren, Karl Anthony Towns. I do want to do a Timberwolves rebuild soon. We got Kendrick Nunn off the bench, Naz Reid, Jaden McDaniels, Jared Vanderbilt. Very good young team. I still think we're better, though. I really honestly do. We're up 2-0 against them. We're up 2-1 right now. We go up 3-1. 3-2, and we are in the NBA Finals, and I'm not very excited about facing the Brooklyn Nets. Sometimes this team gets really bad, as I quote, because they do end up losing James Harden, and I say bad in, quotation marks because we still have Kyrie and Kevin Durant at the end of the day. But, what I'm saying? 2K will put them in the play-in tournament. But not today. They got Kyrie, James Harden, Joe Harris, Kevin Durant, Nick Claxton, Kleber off the bench. So their bench isn't really that good. That's maybe the one thing we do have an advantage of them on. I mean, that in the center position. But, yeah, we win game 1. We lose game 2. We lose game 3, we lose game 4, and we lose game 5. Kevin Durant, best player on the planet, is your finals MVP. Okay, well that one was tough. We made it to the finals this year, though. I can live with that. We'll do player retirements real quick. Lou Will calls it a career. Dwight, Kyle Lowry, Rudy Gay, staff retirements, a bunch of guys right there. Hall of Fame is Dwight Howard. Jersey, Kyle Lowry's not in the Hall of Fame. I don't know about that one. Let's go ahead and reject these, and we're good there. We will now head up to the draft lottery. There's no way we have any picks in this, but again, we'll simulate it real quick. Pacers projected the number 1 overall pick. They end up with it, followed by the Knicks and the Wizards. So, I'll do some coaching stuff. I'll see you guys with whatever trade or move is next. So, I forget who we traded last year for this pick, but we somehow ended up with the 17th overall pick. How that happened, I'm not really sure, but we do have it. And yeah, I'm probably just going to draft somebody and then maybe include them in some sort of trade. I don't really know this draft class very well, and especially at number 17. I don't really think we're getting anybody that great. So the highest overall prospect's a C. You know what? Screw it. If the highest overall prospect is a C, I'm not going to go ahead. It's not even worth it. It's just really not. I mean, they're going to be probably a low 70s overall. And I can get actually two first-round picks there from the Bucks. That's a W in my book anyways. So, no draft picks for us in today's video. I do apologize about that one, but I think this team's in a really good spot to hopefully end up going back to the NBA Finals. I would definitely like to retain Jordan Poole. I think that's probably one of the major moves we are going to make. Obviously, Nikola Jokic is a free agent. Max him out. If he leaves, we're screwed. We're just 100% screwed. Okay, he's not going anywhere. I also need to bring back Jeremy Grant, who really actually doesn't want that much money. Actually pretty good to see. And then I'm going to go ahead and give Jordan Poole the little qualifying glitch just because he's not getting traded. So, Jokic is back, Grant's back. Obviously, two of our bigger moves this offseason. I think that Cleveland pick was actually from Corey Joseph. So, we get all three of these guys back. I might have another move or two in mind. I mean, if we take a look at what this roster is looking like right now, we basically have almost everybody. I mean, we have the entire starting lineup still on this team. We do need to figure out... Oh, wait, shit. Oh, I don't have bird rights. Oh, that sucks. That really, really sucks. Okay, well, Hamidou Diallo's gone. I don't know about that one, but that's something we need to work on. I actually don't mind signing Gallo, but he's also 34. Maybe. Like, I just feel like at 34, he's just going to regress so hard. Like, if I sign a 26-year-old Ty Jones, honestly, you know what? No, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sign Danilo Gallinari right now. He's actually going to be making less money. Okay, I can just renounce all the rights here. That's what I'm going to do. Actually, except for Bull. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sign Danilo Gallinari, and then what I'm going to do is trade him right now for either a different backup small forward or power forward, and then I'll sign the other position. I'll see you guys with that trade. Here's the deal we're doing. We're killing two birds with one stone. Danilo Gallinari and 2 first-round picks heading over to Sacramento. Juan Hernangomez, Robert Woodard II coming back here to Denver. So, yes, Hernangomez was once in Denver. Did he start his career in Denver? Yes, he did. He got drafted by Denver back in 2016. Actually had a pretty good year last year. If we take a look at his stats, I think I forgot to show you his stats. Was around 6 points a game, 4 boards, 1 assist. I can live with that as a guy who's probably getting 12 minutes off my bench. So, we technically do have the entire team figured out if we do want to. What I might look at right now is maybe a CJ McCollum trade. And it's not like I was actually expecting more from him last year than what he put up. Obviously, this entire lineup is capable of 20 points a game, so somebody's going to take a little bit of a back seat. But if I can make a major upgrade, I think I would probably do that because we still do have a couple first-round picks hanging along. I think I'm going to go ahead and maybe try to include them in a deal here. So if I get any sort of offer that's just too good to pass up on, I'll probably end up taking it. If not, I'll look... Oh, Clay. Like, Clay's definitely better than CJ McCollum. He's just also even older, and I get he's 3 overalls higher, but I don't know, man. Do I want to put Klay Thompson on this team? You know what? I do. We're going to pick up Klay Thompson. Yes, he's older, but he's also a very much better player. So, Klay Thompson, he's also much better on the defensive end of the ball as well. Definitely, probably, when healthy, not a premier defensive guard in this league, but he can definitely, handle himself on his own. So, we're going to go ahead, run him back with this team. I think we're definitely in a good spot. I'll see you guys at the start of the third and final year here in Denver. Year number 3 here for us in Denver. We made it to the finals last year. That obviously did not go the way that we were hoping. This team made one upgrade, that being Klay Thompson. Look, he obviously went down a couple overalls. That has tended to happen. As you can see, Jamal Murray also goes down in overalls. He was an 85 last year, if not an 86. He's down to an 84. Why that's happening, I don't know. But Klay Thompson, whatever overall CJ McCollum is right now, Klay's definitely better. So Klay Thompson, Jamal Murray, our backcourt, Michael Porter Jr., developing quite nicely. We do have Jeremy Grant and then still Nikola Jokic. Our bench unit, Monte Morris, Jordan Poole, Juan Hernangomez, and Robert Woodard II. I think this team should hopefully be back in the finals. I'll see you guys at the end of the third and final season. Luka Doncic put up 38 points a game and does win his first career MVP award. So I'm not mad that Jokic didn't four-peat in that department. What I am a little bit disappointed about is the fact that we're a 4 seed here. We've gone down in years, like every single year since the first seed. We were 1 seed the first year, 3 seed last year, 4 seed this year. I think the team's gotten better every year. That's 2K for you. Luka, but 38 points a game is just crazy. Modi Bates, Rookie of the Year, is in Indiana. Kemba Walker, 6th man, has moved on to Philadelphia. And bro, getting passed around like a blunt. Giannis wins another Defensive Player of the Year. Matthew Cleveland, Most Improved. Jason Kidd, Coach of the Year. So, 4 seed for us here. It's not great. It's not terrible. We got Minnesota, who we did beat last year. I believe in the West Finals, actually. Wrong thing. Look at the player standings right now. Or, excuse me, the standings overall. New Orleans ends up as a 1 seed. Utah, Phoenix. Then we're obviously a 4 seed at 48 wins. Sometimes when I speak fast, I end up just speaking like I say the randomest stuff sometimes when I'm not paying attention. Jokic, Porter Jr., Jeremy Grant, Jamal Murray, Klay Thompson, Jordan Poole. And yes, I understand that Klay Thompson's numbers this year were worse than what CJ McCollum's were last year. I don't want to hear it. All right. First round, Malcolm Brogdon. Oh, wow. They moved on from D'Lo. Anthony Edwards, Leandro Balmoro, Chet Holmgren, Karl Anthony. Oh, they just have D'Lo off the bench. Excuse me. Never mind. All right. We lose game 1 to them. Seriously? Okay. We're 2-1 right now. We go 2-2. We go up 3-2, and we win 4 straight. Okay. That's what I needed. Now we have New Orleans, who has Devontae Graham, Matthew Cleveland, Ingram, Zion, Valanciunas, Zubac. Like, they're good, but like, are they like 1 seed good? Really? I mean, I guess that's just the 2K and the Zion effect. But I low-key think we're better. We're up 3-1 right now. 3-2. Don't blow this. Oh my God, don't blow this. Please don't blow this. Okay. Back to the West Finals. We won last year. This time we are facing the Dallas Mavericks, who I believe we actually beat in the first round last year. We got Luka Doncic, Austin Rivers, Tim Hardaway Jr., P.J. Washington, and Tingus Pingus at that center spot. All right, we win game 1. 4 versus 7 seed in the West Finals always looks a little weird. We're 2-2. We go up 3-2, and we are in the NBA Finals. We got Indiana this year. We got T.J. McConnell, Karis LeVert, Amoni Bates, Sabonis, Clint Capella, Mitchell Robinson. They've definitely made a I feel like this is a little bit of overkill in the big man department. I mean, calm down. We win game 1. We win game 2. We win game 3. Thank God. So in technically our worst team yet, when we're at our lowest seed, we're probably going to be winning a finals here unless something catastrophic happens. So I will get some gameplay with you guys, but unfortunately it doesn't look like this one's going to be blown too much. So I'll see you guys in the game. We'll get something real quick. Here in Indiana, we are on the road. We are looking to sweep the Indiana Pacers out of their own building and get this team a championship. If you guys don't know, the first time watching me, whatever the situation is, I'm actually like tragically bad at 2K. Like I'm very, very bad at this game. So I try to hold myself, kind of back from actually playing in game as much as possible. Porter Jr. is going to go ahead and hit that layup for you. He's 28 and 10 and 2 on the night. Very good night from the man, the myth, the legend himself. All right, I'll play a little on-ball here. It never actually tends to go that well when I do play on-ball. Good defense there from Jamal Murray, though. Oh, son of a bitch. That would have been cool. We'll probably do 1 or 2 more possessions. I know the gameplay tends to be a lot more interesting when we actually do go ahead and kind of have a little bit of a game. I mean, there's not much of a game going on right now. We'll still get gameplay. I know you guys do tend to enjoy it. So we'll just try. I don't even know what the hell they're doing right now. Jordan Poole's. I wanted my starters in the game. I clicked the starter button. Okay, at least we're not fouling right now. I mean, at the end of the day, the game's over. We already won. I have no idea why Jordan Poole's taking up the court. And, dude, I think in real life this year, I think Jordan Poole's low-key going to have a career year. I think, obviously, I know that Clay is healthy, so, in some way, shape, or form, he'll definitely get less playing time. Whether he can be on the court with Clay or not, even whether they play him at point guard, shooting guard, whatever it is. I mean, I know Steph's obviously there too. But I just think Jordan Poole's going to have a great year, especially if they find a way to get him in the lineup with Steph and Clay, because obviously that's a lot of pressure that's off him. I don't know why. I'm a big Jordan Poole fan, and again, I know I say that pretty much every time I get him in a video, but I really am. All right, final defensive possession, then we'll do 1 more offensive possession before we do call this one a video. Is that Chris Duarte? I think that is. Is he from Oregon? Or did he go somewhere else? I can't exactly nail it on the head. Is it Karis LeVert? Yeah, I can't exactly nail it on the head where he went. I don't know why I feel like Oregon sounds right. I'm probably wrong on that one, but all right, we'll give it to Jamal Murray one last time. It sucks. I don't know where Nikola Jokic is. I don't know if he fouled out or whatever the situation is, but I kind of would have liked to use him today. Hernan Gomez, no. Jeremy Grant, we'll take a crazy-ass 3. He's going to brick it. We'll call this one a video. So in our 3rd and final season here with Denver, when we have our worst record yet of the video, we actually end up with a championship, and I actually did think this was our best team yet. But another notch off the belt for Nikola Jokic's Hall of Fame career so far. He's won 3 MVPs and now a Finals MVP and a championship as well. Final roster overview for those of you who do want to see it. I had fun with this one. If you guys did enjoy this one, click the like down below. It definitely does help out the video, helps out the YouTube algorithm. And as always, if you guys want to see any other videos, feel free to let me know down below in the comments section. If you want to shoot me a DM on Twitter, I always do like responding to those as well. That pretty much wraps this one up. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll see you guys all in the next one.